Hey guys, Dark Meathies here. Welcome back to some more of our road to the league with Southport. We have a big episode. Now we came off a 4-2 loss against Arsenal, but a bounce back 4-2 win against Sunderland. So I said from there that we needed to have some wins. And we were on a win streak besides that loss to Arsenal. And I'm happy to report between that February game in Nottingham Forest after the Aston Villa 2 episodes ago, playing all the way to this point, we've only lost 2 games. One last episode and one between episodes. And here it is. We are just on a great streak, and I think it was because of the signings we've done like at the transfer window. So in between, after Sunderland, we took on Reading. That was a 2-1 win. In this one, we had an own goal that was shot in by, I think it was Tiberi for this one, but ultimately goes in the back of the goal. And then Eric Oria gives us a second goal in the 82nd minute, which we did need because we give up a 93rd minute goal. Still seal the win. Liverpool, now this one was a big game. We actually held Liverpool to a lot of shots that were just difficult to put into the goal, and we had some good play on the back end with the man of the match being Anders DeLong. But also, if it wasn't for some of the goals that we did have, it would not be what it was. And it turned into an Eric Oria, the youngster, coming through with a massive goal, but also Markovic in the 73rd minute getting us ahead. We pressed everything downfield. We were in a full press. Markovic here puts it in the back of the net, and I said to myself, all right, we have an opportunity to make something happen. And boy, did we do here. Now we had about a minute or so left, and at a time Oria puts it in the back of the net, and I told myself there that we stole one here back at home at the Hog Avenue in Southport. We steal that. On the flip side, we keep going and we lose 2-1 to Chelsea. Now this one, we gave up a 77-minute goal after putting it level in the 73rd minute. And this was just one that I would love to have this 1 point. Ultimately, at the end of the day, it was not meant to be so. 4-2 to Southampton. It was a big one with that. I mean, a lot of participation across the board. I forgot to make subs actually at the proper time, but not a big issue. Then Sheffield United, we had 2 pens. One in the 91st minute to put us ahead to win this game. So that was a big one there at Bramall Lane. Today, we're going to have a home game back at the Hog after the updates and expansion against West Ham, who is 7th in the table. Now, this is a big game, and I will show you why. Then from there, it's Burnley, who is 17th. That is big. So, why does it matter? Well, we are sitting in 5th. So as of right now, we would have a Champions League spot with the expanded portion here. Now, Arsenal is playing through, and I don't think this is going to matter for the Conference League. Even if they win it, they play, I think it's Lyon, right? Yeah, they play Lyon in France. So we'll kind of see. I don't think that has any bearing, though, on the table. They are looking like they might win that. Of course, Arsenal does have 2 games to play, and it will be Cardiff and Swansea City, and I don't see them losing that game. Man City, that draw to Southampton and the loss to Liverpool kind of sealed their fate in that. And here, Chelsea, now we have an opportunity to catch them. However, they'll play Newcastle and Nottingham Forest. Now, Newcastle, pretty good team, of course. So you never know what can happen there. Liverpool plays Nottingham Forest and Everton. So a little bit easier for them because Everton is 9th, but Nottingham Forest is in 18th. So Liverpool has one easy game, one hard game. Same thing for Chelsea. We know we play West Ham and we play Burnley, so it's one thing. Tottenham, after winning one of the cup games, they play Southampton and Sheffield United. Now, Southampton is down at 12th mid-table team, and Sheffield United is also mid-table team, so 11th. This is probably the hardest game slate, but it is Tottenham. They can come through. West Ham, who we do play in one game, does play Man City. So that could be one that we do have some help in that. And Newcastle can't really catch us, but they could catch up into the spot. And then they play Chelsea and Southampton. So that's pretty much the only real thing. Now, of course, Everton does have a chance to do something. So they are playing or something to play Reading and Liverpool. On the flip side, United is in the FA Cup right now. Who will play? Actually, they lost. No, it was Man City against Burnley. So they lost to Burnley. So West Brom and Burnley is this is a bottom table Prem team in the FA Cup against a championship team. Wow. So we are going to have a championship team down playing in Europe, which would be interesting. So definitely one of these is taken. So that makes it even more important that one of these will not be here. So it will not extend down to the 8th. It'll extend down to the 7th. You never know with Tottenham if they end up taking something here. They've already clinched that through the Carabao Cup. So realistically, if it extends, it's not going to extend down to here. So it'll extend down to here. So if they end up getting at 7th, there won't be another slot. So this is why it's a little bit complicated with this, but essentially, if we win these 2 games, we are set. On the flip side, if we win this game and Tottenham loses... No, if Tottenham does not win their game as well, it doesn't matter. So if they draw and we win, at that point, it makes it a 3-point and it goes down to goal difference, which it is possible that they could actually come. So realistically, if they lose and we win, it's done. That'll be big. Okay, so our first game against West Ham, their key man is Jacob McKenzie. Good striker. He has, the issue is, though, he only has 2 goals, or actually 2 goals. That's Champions League. 11 goals and 35 appearances. Not a lot. And that probably is, the issue for them when it comes to actually scoring goals. Of course, the 4-4-2. So we're going to struggle fighting through this 4-4-2 against West Ham. But this is an important bit. If we could take this step, even if we get blown out in the Champions League next season, this prestige will allow us to hold over and possibly get some good signings because people want to play in the Champions League. Kovacs is also going to be back, and we are the last game of today. That means Tottenham did beat Southampton. So this is important. Tottenham beat Southampton. Liverpool lost to Nottingham Forest. That is big. We can get within 1 point and still possibly automatically qualify because Liverpool does have those one. West Ham, we play West Ham United. Chelsea lost to Newcastle. Chelsea is also within striking range of us. It also means Newcastle is within striking range of West Ham, and we could have some issues here, but with a win, we qualify. So we can secure a place in the preliminary stages of the Europa League with a win in our next match while maintaining our goal advantage difference. So we won't exactly get it, but if we win this, it will likely be a Europa Conference League spot that we're... Is it? No, because that's associated with the Cup. So no, there is no Europa Conference League spots. We have to win. Just win. Just win and go into this and be fine. All right, so I had to get something to drink. My drink of choice during this episode is tea, iced tea with lemon, a little bit of sugar. But here we go against West Ham's 4-4-2. One thing is Kovacs is back. Is it Kovacs? He is back into the lineup after having a long-term injury. Yeah, it's Kovacs. So probably 50 to 55 minutes. We'll see how he's doing, and maybe Dodate will come in. But really, it's been guys like Blackwell, who's been doing great, who loses the ball, which is not helpful. And here is Koopman actually hitting the post. That should have went in. Why are we heading it back to our side? But okay, and already 4 shots by West Ham. I'm going to demand more because this is ridiculous. We have no shots with 70% possession. Like, no urgency to do much of anything right now. And that is kind of plagued us all year, is no urgency to step up. Okay, there's Malik. Look how not even trying for that ball. So unfortunately, could have been one where he heads it into space. And Markovic has a chance to do something with it. But Koopman, header, hits the post again, but he's offsides. Okay, at this point, we're going attacking. We need shots on target. This is disgraceful. Okay, Blackwell is going to have the space to turn. 4-4-2s we always struggle with. Balls up. Look how. Has space and now he hits the post. We have to finish those. We don't have time to screw around and not finish those. We just don't have the time nor the effort. We have to finish those balls. This game is such a big game. And we're not finishing the easy shots. 9 shots for West Ham. And this is not looking good. They did have an injury. I couldn't tell who it was. We'll see after this point. As Gonzalez takes it out of possession. And then gets possession stripped of him again. We definitely need to do something on defense. Because that one's just a bad pass. Baya to Markovic through Liao. Lecao can't make the move. It's there. And Suarez finds a backward pass that errantly goes towards Smith. I don't know where that was going with. I think that was just a bad pass in general. I'm not sure what happened. I'm gonna tilt this a bit down. But yeah, I'm not sure what happened there. As Farson just tries to play it to someone, but it's in the middle of both of them. But Suarez at least puts it in the back of the net. I got to praise the boys from that. I didn't see who it was. Got injured. It was Baradat. Okay, Baradat's actually a pretty good player for them. But then again, everyone's a pretty good player. As there's a couple of fighting for the ball and no one gets it. Could have been a great one for us. Blackwell playing a little chase the ball. And we get it. Korobaya is the one that intercepts that. And another bad pass. And another bad pass this time by West Ham. Markovic. Suarez. Looking. He wants the shot. He's going to take a nice little technical shot. It will be easily fielded by Smith. I need more from you. I'm not disappointed, but you should be playing better. But I'm happy that we're doing this, which is big. This will put us a point over Spurs and put us in the position that if we win the game and then win the next game, we have a Champions League spot, which is big. But we cannot get complacent here. I'm going to make a move. I think he actually played pretty decent, 6.7. I'm going to take him out. Dodate is going to come in. Korobaya, let's go. I mean, Heinz is playing so well. And I think up top, I'm going to take out Lecao. Put Dalsgaard up there. Bring in Suarez here. Hoping Tiberi, because Heinz is absolutely gassed. Bafa will come in up top. And Markovic will push up. Actually, no. Let's just get Markovic out in general. But Blackwell's not playing well though. And Markovic is. Let's do that, actually. Segundo Volante on support. So he affects the play up towards the goal. Dalsgaard actually would play better. He's played better as Shadow Striker. So let's do that, actually. As an AM, he's playing as Shadow Striker. Torres. Good shot, and it's just above the post. We are not getting good shots on target from set pieces and place kicks. Oh my god, Football Manager, don't do it to me, please. Oh my god. Okay. It's a push. It's a push. We're pushing now. It's Koopman that puts it in. Here we go. This is probably our time to do it. Oh my god, Markovic put it on the net. That is why you're not starting right now, is his inability to put the ball on target. It's been absolutely terrible, and I'm not sure where that's going, Malik. You're supposed to be putting it more direct passing, and that is not directly on anyone. Okay, Tiberi. Okay. I like where this is going. Markovic. Dodate shot, it goes in! Dodate! Oh, this man. This beautiful, beautiful shot. It's just not strong, like, hands by the keeper. But it goes back in. We're going to reset and sit back and play fundamentally good ball. This is what I'm looking at. This ball, though. Aria plays it to Biri. Markovic can't win it. But Dodate, it bounces off the defender here in Cochise, and then Smith can't react to it. I'm going to keep on demanding more because we need something here. 88th minutes. Tiberi is going to win that in the air, but it's not going to convert into anything. Going all the way back to the keeper. We're leaving up in the middle, and I don't like it. We're likely... Okay, good. And Cochise trying to come up with the fact that he hit the ball the last time. Airmails it. And we own our fate even more completely now. Even more completely, we own our fate. Very well, team. We got the results. I thought Lacau played great. It's just we have. Now, if Liverpool fails, we have a situation to get Champions League outright. Right now, Swansea City, Reading, and it looks like Burnley and Nottingham Forest are going to have the battle they've always wanted to. I'm not being... Obviously, they don't want to have the battle down at the bottom. But I thought we played great there. Now, if we get into the Champions League, we could be able to hold some of these players the top teams want. If we're not in the Champions League, it might be a fire sale that won't help us. We'll have to see how this works out. But next is Burnley. And we can send Burnley... Wait. We can send Burnley into the championship. I feel bad, Burnley. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you're the next victim, but right now you're the next victim. They play in 7 days. It's going to be Everton. Everton doesn't have... Actually, they might have something to play for. And it depends on everything shakes out. But if they can leap past Newcastle, they might get something. Keyboard is might. But probably not. All right, here it is. So Burnley, their key man. And mind you, everyone plays at the same time. It's the last game of the season. in their spots going on. So we'll have to worry about what is going on. In this, Burnley, hilariously enough, has an FA Cup final. So their season doesn't end here. Obviously, they're playing not to be relegated. But if they end up being relegated, they play West Brom and they could still have European competition next season, which would be insane to think about. From there, the key ones is, Arsenal already has it locked up over Man City. So Arsenal has the league title. From there, Man City has already locked up that spot. So there's no change there. After that, it's possible. Now, Chelsea does play today Nottingham Forest. So we could punch our ticket, or at least try to punch our ticket. However, there's no way we're going to pick up that goal difference. So that's not possible. Now, Liverpool, it is possible because if they have to lose. Liverpool, though, is playing. Liverpool on here? It should be. Liverpool's playing Everton at home. So that's possible as well because Everton is playing for a possible spot. There's that. Then, of course, you have us, who, if we punch our ticket in, we should get that extra one because we are second in the bit. So we will get that extra Champions League spot. Tottenham is playing. Am I blind? Tottenham's playing Sheffield United away. So we'll be there. And then West Ham is playing at Man City. So it's still big. Newcastle is playing Southampton. So at the end of the day, we can still lose this if Tottenham gets something from Sheffield United. So a win will guarantee us Europa League in the formalities. However, a win in the summer should get us that extra Champions League spot. Markovic is going to have to play up here, and I'm going to play him as an advanced forward. Both of them are going to be an advanced forward. One injury we did have this time is Dalsgaard went down with a long-term torn thigh muscle, so 7 weeks to 2 months. He is obviously the last game of the season, but he is likely going to be out until preseason of next season, which kind of sucks. So Holberg is elevated into the top. Playing at the under 21s, he has put some good time in. 22 goals and 16 appearances with 3 subs. The man is lit up. I think it's time that he comes up and does some more work. I like him. I think he's going to play more. It's just the issue was he was not great with either foot. Well, now he has added a little bit of that ability to his game. So here we go. Big game. Burnley. It's for a Champions League spot. Or the extra coefficient Champions League spot. We could secure qualification here and get that spot. So, Burnley, 3 losses, 1 win and 1 draw, playing a 4-4-2, which we struggle to fight through. For us, we've lost 1 in 5, and we need to fight through this 4-4-2 with this formation. Probably not always going to work, as we are in our blues, and Kovacs here with the throw-in. Crossing in, Heinz, header, and that's over. There is no room for error. We cannot have a draw and allow whatever happens on the other side to look at. So we'll look at it at the half on what the scores are, but we're not going to look at it right now unless there's a pop-up that comes on this side that you guys can't see. Then I'll mention it. Truska here with a kick going on, and that is on target. And DeLong is having to save a lot of them. And Tottenham is up over Sheffield United off a Joe Reed 4th minute goal. It's 1-0 over there, and we need to get something. We need to get something here. Burnley is playing with some heart right now, and come on. Arbaya, Heinz looking. Arbaya, Soares. Soares loses it out. That's some good play there by Gonzalez. Markovic looking. Markovic's going to go down in the heap. Now the ball is outside the box. This is interesting. He is inside the box, but the ball is outside the box. The ball was going outside of the box. And they're going to say no penalty, as it should be, because it's the spot of the ball. We got unlucky. But this, look out, needs to put it in. Going back. Oh my God. What is just float it. Just float it. There was no reason to hit it so damn hard. Okay, Suarez puts this in play. Heinz, header is there. Look out. I like the hustle. I would have liked a better play on the previous play as opposed to a better hustle on this one, but it is what it is. So Jonovic, Gonzalez is going to win that in the air from that keeper. Blackwell going all the way back. Tora over to Malik. Barbaya up to Suarez. Here we go. Suarez, Markovic. Shot from distance. He's offsides though. It's one of the reasons why Markovic has not started as often as he probably should. He gets in those spots that are good, but he just cannot convert them into goals, which is unfortunate. Barbaya back out to Kovacs. Kovacs making a play. Cross is there. And that is Lacura playing a good defensive play there to get him in front of the shot. Look how. Looking. Plays it near post. We're not going to win it. Gonzalez is there. Markovic plays up to Lacau. Lacau looking. Plays it back in Heinz. It's not there. Lacau's offsides. And again, our strikers just not staying on side. They need to recognize what it is. I'm not happy. I expect to win this. And I expect you to step up and win this. So let's look at it from the goals, because we didn't look at it from there. So, as of right now, Arsenal, I'm worried about that. Chelsea is up over Nottingham Forest, so they are going to pull themselves above Liverpool. Liverpool up over Everton with a 5-minute goal by 1. As we go through, Tottenham has that penalty in the 4th minute. Newcastle losing to Southampton. And then West Ham is fighting Man City right now 2-2. So an interesting bit of play right now. Kovacs with the throw into Blackwell. Kovacs. Blackwell looking, going to cross. Heinz is there. Header. I mean, what are we doing? What are we doing? I feel like we're just going to have to pressure this more. There it is, deep ball. Gonzalez wins it. Blackwell just maintain possession. There we go. Heinz, I don't like the touch. But that's going to be one. Lacau. Suarez here. Lacau is shot and he puts it in the bottom corner. Let's go. Big kick. Big kick. Great play. We stayed with it. A little bit of adversity so far in this game. But we came through big. Suarez slide tackle from behind. I think the play on is called there. But in front of the away crowd, our fans, it's right there. Still, I would like some insurance. Gonzalez intercepts that. Kovacs, Suarez looking, plays it out wide to Heinz. Heinz is not going to have that, but Malik does feel that header away. Going through Corbaya, good pass in the middle. Suarez, Heinz. We're trying to get some space. Play over the top. There we go. Heinz. We're trying. That's not great, but Malik is there. Luckily, it wasn't a great pass. Kovacs going back. Markovic. And that is a header, but nowhere near that. We're putting the pressure on Burnley right now. I like it. They're playing attacking, and I think because we were playing solid defense, controlling the midfield, we're able to just keep on attacking them more than they can attack us. As Heinz looking. Shot is there. It's not a strong one. Okay, with that in mind, Kovacs is going to come out. He's played great, but I think it's time for Dodate to come in. That'll be our first change. He's still getting up to speed. We don't want to lose him off another long-term injury that lasts the entire summer. We don't know what we will need in this one. We'll praise the boys going back post. So Janovic is there. 64th minute, big kick going to come out from him. As Everton claws within one of Liverpool. Still 2-1 there. Ball's there. Gonzalez wins it. Gonzalez has played great for us, which is insane to think about from there. Malik out to Heinz. Heinz plays over the top. Markovic, flag is up. Lacau did put it in the back of the net. Okay, here's Lacau. We're going to make some of our subs here. That is a strong hit that tore off the backside, and that is a big one. So I think I'm going to take Malik in. Gonzalez has been winning those balls in the air. Let's take Malik out. We're going to put Kurt. Fafa's going to come in for Markovic. And Holberg is going to come in for Suarez. And I think that's where we're going to keep it in case we have an injury. Holberg's an AM. Actually, we're going to go back. Let's grab Oria and get him in on the backside. Can Heinz play in the middle? No, it's your left or right. Okay. Oria can play as Regista. It's not a big deal. We're up 2-0. It is a big... It's not a big lead, but with how we're playing, it feels like it's a much bigger lead than what we're used to as we go out to Jodate. Jodate looking for the cross. A nice little cross there. And Fafa puts it wide. Well, not really wide, just massively over the net. Once we bank this one in, we're going to look at the scores. If we bank this in, this is Lacau taking the shot. That's not Suarez. He's not in the game. It's up to the man to put it in the back of the net. And there it is. It's 26th of the season, and that is a big one. So looking at the scores, Chelsea is up, Liverpool is up. So no way we're going to bounce over Liverpool unless we have 2 Everton goals, but I don't think that's happening. As you scroll down, Southampton is up over Newcastle right now. That is a big... And West Ham has scored a 76-minute goal against Man City. That's a big one. And Tottenham has won up over Sheffield United by 2. So that is another big one. So it looks like we're not going to catch that, but we will stick in with this spot with a 3-0 win over Burnley if this holds. It will be a guaranteed European spot with a Champions League implication in the summer. And it looks like we're going to hold it onto this. United will actually bounce all the way up to 8th. That might be big for them. Arsenal up 6-0 over Swansea. And that is big because Newcastle is down 3-1 in that one. That is a big game for us. Champions League next year. So how that rounds out is what you see here. Now, hilariously enough, the reason this expanded down to 7 is because Tottenham... Actually, let's look at this. We need to look at this from a different look because I might have to evaluate why this is the way it is. Chelsea books their Champions League. So we earn 36.6 million, which will help us because that puts us back into the black. Turned out we put 3.8 after finishing 5th. And that's the best for there. So let's look at this league right now. Arsenal is still in here playing at the Europa Conference League. Now, I'm not sure when this game is actually going to be held. on the 23rd. So I'll have to see that in the summer transfer window episode, what changes that. So Tottenham here has won this. I'm not sure why this is expanded. I have no idea why. Because the winner of the Carabao Cup was Tottenham. Am I missing something? It should be down. It should be 6th. No, it should be down. Okay. I'll have to see because we still need the FA Cup game. That's going to change a little bit. That is a little weird how that's going. Oh, you know why? No, that shouldn't be like that. Okay, so yeah, I have no idea. I want to see ultimately what the board gives us. What it's going to be in this summer transfer window is it's going to be one to where we're giving probably an amount when we first go through, and then it might jump up later once we get confirmed for that. Goal of the season goes to Josh Suarez. So, I mean, that's a big one. It'll be on our goals of the season, I'm sure. Otherwise, we'll look at it. Good completion of targets here. I mean, Nunez, that's on me. I mean, I'll give you the playing time, but the issue is we're going to be in the Champions League next year. I felt like Blackwell played pretty well. Overall, I thought he played well. I'm gonna give it to him anyway. Okay, so here is the budget. 105 million. So only about 10 million or so in that, but we're likely going to sell players, so there's that. In a budget of 50 million. That's what it looks like as of right now. It's going to be interesting because we're going to have a lot of different things. In this instant, I'm going to ask again to expand the ground by the board. If we can get back at Anfield again, it would be nice because like we don't have a lot of debt from expanding. So I feel like we're in a good place. And if we can play those Champions League games at Anfield, we could likely get massive crowds, and we'll see what we can do. To give you an idea of what we're going to do for next season, because it's going to be a complete unknown as of right now of where I want to go. We can't afford Lukaku. That's not going to happen. His guy's contract that Tottenham's asking for is insane. 118 million. It's not going to happen. Markovic at 28, we might end up selling him, depending on what we get. Jacobson's there. The Long is looking like he's going to get a couple of maybe big asks. So that's there. Korobaya, City is asking. We sign him to a new contract, he might just stay here anyway. Now the question is Hines. If Hines gets this contract, do we sell him at 27 years old? I think we do. If he gets a $25 to $30 million ask for us, I would do that. Cardiff City's also asking for Holberg, and I would gladly sell Holberg for 40 million as well. Tiberi, I think if Cardiff City makes us an offer, I'll gladly part ways from about 20 to 25 million. as for everyone else, I mean, what we're looking for is to get these players out. Ditchfield is not out, but I think a lot of these guys, we're going to sell them out. Clavery has a lot of interest, which is good. At 32 years old, we can cash him in when he's a free transfer. That would be big as well. Gutierrez might be a guy that we end up putting out on loan. From that, Dalsgaard does have Cardiff City trying to get in and give him a contract. I think he'll be an important piece for us going through. But I don't think I want to give up on that. Fafa will likely be the one put in, so we'll be good there. Ashmore, Kurtz, Dodate will be staying here. Tabiri, Oria. I mean, this is how we pretty much have what we want to keep in. Bruno, I'm fine actually selling him. We'll see what we can get. Propelli might be one that we have to sign just so we can keep eligibility. So that's interesting. And I think we can get him maybe off on a new contract. But he's still not happy with the club. So there's that. I think Sidhull will actually be out. It's down like Nunez, Douglas, Alito, and maybe Caprelli are the ones that we develop from there. I mean, good defender, then kind of outside. Calito might play on the outside with that. Douglas being attacking mid, and Nunez more of an attacking mid as well. So we'll have to see what we can do. I mean, this is what it's looking like. As of who I want to replace on here, like Kovacs might be one, but I think Kovacs played decent. Hines on the left side, I think is fine. Kabaya, Blackwell, I think Blackwell played well, so he's probably saying Suarez was just a key piece of the offense. Markovic up top. Now, if I can replace Markovic, I would, but I just don't see us being able to do that. I don't think we can get anything that's remotely as good. Fafa, though, Fafa might be one that we actually do hold in. So maybe we do something like that where Fafa is a guy that's for our future here with a good finishing and good reach up, and we see what we can do with a guy like him. And our transfer status is not a whole lot. It is 27 million, but I think, yes, he's 18. We could probably get him for just selling another player and seeing how that goes. So yeah, so next episode we'll go through the stats, we'll go through more of the roster, we'll see how it is, and we'll go from there. So thanks for hanging out. It's a big one. Champions League football looks to be the case. Looks to be the case for coefficients. I'm not sure if we can see coefficients. I'm going to see if I can. If I'm not mistaken, I probably do this through like England and then through UEFA and then Nation Club coefficients. Continental comp. Here we go. This is what it looks like. We had it by 0.5 over Germany. So this is big. We got it. We're in the Champions League. We are in the Champions League. Spain gets it. This is probably the first time where I've seen England not have the top spot. But Real Madrid is absolutely dominating right now in Europe. And a couple of Spanish teams are as well. So that's a big one there. That's going to give us 4 league spaces at this point. It's going to give us 5 league spaces. And those will be 2, and there'll be 1. Okay. So yeah, that's where the coefficients are. We'll be right there with it. Looking at rankings for clubs wise, I'm going to look at the not just Premier League, but I want to look at England as a whole and see where we are for other clubs. Prestige. We're finally up to a national level, not a regional, and I think with Champions League play, we'll go up to 3.5. I don't think we'll have a 4-star, but it'll be 3.5. So it'll be good there. And I think we'll be continental, possibly, which is big for the finances. Like, I think we are doing absolute work right now in the finances portion. So I'm feeling good with that. With our sponsorship income, it's slowly going up. It's going up as teams are relegated, and we're just kind of slowly getting up our European competition wise. I think with this high place, we could be up in the 30s next season, which would be big. Would be big. Season tickets, however, we're going to be lacking behind that because our stadium is just not as big. So, yeah, it's unfortunate. It is a bit unfortunate. Past positions, kind of looking at this, Arsenal held the top portion like all day long. Liverpool had a run. We had an issue where we were down at one point, down in 16, and fought our way back up. So we had a low point, fought through adversity, and it was there. So, yeah, congrats to the boys. They actually did a great job. Thanks for hanging out. Go and leave a like below, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Later.